Lewis and Clark National Forest is located in west-central Montana, United States, spanning 2,800 square miles. The forest is managed as two separate zones. The eastern sections, under the Jefferson Division, is a mixture of grass and shrublands dotted with island pockets of forested areas. Here, cattle leases to local ranches as well as timber harvesting are the norm. The western Rocky Mountain Division, which straddles the Continental Divide, is more oriented towards preservation, primarily because much of the land has been designated as wilderness. Forest headquarters are located in Great Falls, Montana. There are local ranger district offices in Choteau, Harlowton, Neihardt, Stanford, and White Sulphur Springs. The forest lands were originally created in 1897, which makes this forest one of the oldest forest preserves in the U.S. The forest is named in honor of the members of the Lewis and Clark expedition, which passed through the forest between 1804 and 1806. Prior to that, the region was inhabited by Indians for a period of at least 8,000 years, and when the expedition first came to the area, the Blackfeet, Sioux, Cheyenne, Flathead and Crow Indians all utilized the forest for hunting and as protection from the winter. Altitudes range from 4,500 feet to the top of Rocky Mountain Peak at 9,362 feet. The forest is divided into 7 separate sections and encompasses 8 mountain ranges: the Judith, Big Snowy, Little Snowy, Crazy, Castle, Little Belt and Highwood Mountains. The westernmost section includes portions of the Scapegoat and the Bob Marshall Wildernesses, and also borders Glacier National Park, which is to the north. The western Rocky Mountain Division consists of a dense coniferous forest and has numerous species of spruce, fir, larch and pine. The Jefferson Division is dominated by ponderosa and lodgepole pine, which prefer dry climate. The grizzly bear and wolf are found in the western sections of the forest, and are especially dense in the designated wilderness areas. In addition, the western section contains much of the wildlife present when the Lewis and Clark expedition first passed through the region: mountain goats, bighorn sheep, elk, mountain lions, lynx, wolverines and black bears are most common nearest the Continental Divide. In other sections of the forest, black bears, mule deer and white-tailed deer are the largest mammals found. Throughout the forest, bald eagles, grouse, peregrine falcon and red-tailed hawks are increasing in numbers. Lakes and streams are more numerous in the western section due to a higher altitude and more precipitation, and are home to the native west slope cutthroat trout. In the 1,600 miles of rivers and streams in the forest, rainbow trout, brook trout and northern pike are relatively common. However, excellent fly fishing opportunities are plentiful, especially in the Smith River. There are 29 vehicle-accessible campgrounds to be found on the Lewis and Clark National Forest. 2 ski areas also operate within the forest. Almost 1,500 miles of hiking trails provide access to remote locations in the 7 different mountain ranges over which the forest presides. Solitude is most common in the Crazy Mountains and in the wilderness areas near the Continental Divide. Summertime average high temperatures are in the 70s degree F, but the wind can be very cold, especially in the more exposed eastern sections, and snow can linger for up to 10 months of the year along the Continental Divide. The forest lies in parts of 13 counties. In descending order of land area, they are Lewis and Clark, Matter, Judith Basin, Teton, Cascade, Pondera, Fergus, Wheatland, Chautau, Glacier, Golden Valley, Sweetgrass, and Park counties. History. The forest was established on February 22, 1897 as the Lewis and Clark Forest Reserve under the management of the General Land Office. On June 9, 1903 the Flathead Forest Reserve was added, and on March 2, 1907 the spelling was changed to Lewis and Clark. Land was added, and the forest, which was transferred to the U.S. Forest Service in 1906, became a national forest. On April 8, 1932 the entire Jefferson National Forest was added, which itself comprised the former Little Belt, Crazy Mountain, Snowy Mountains, Little Rockies and Highwood Mountains National Forest. Finally, on July 1, 1945, part of Absaroka National Forest was added. The Helena and Lewis and Clark National Forest consolidated their administrations in 2014.